every deleted scene from Family Guy they never showed. Alright guys, so you know how Family Guy has been on TV for like a million years? Well, it turns out some of the funniest, wildest, and straight up most unhinged stuff they ever made never even made it to TV. Yeah, I'm talking about the deleted scenes, the stuff that either got cut for time, was too edgy, or Seth MacFarlane probably thought, maybe Fox won't like this one. But here's the thing, the animators still spent hours making these scenes, and then poof, gone. Buried in DVD extras. And honestly, some of these deleted scenes are better than the actual episodes we got. So today, we're diving into every Family Guy deleted scene they never wanted you to see. And trust me, you're gonna wonder why half of these didn't make the cut, because they are pure gold. Scene 1, Brian and Rita's deleted romance. Let's start with one of the weirdest relationships in Family Guy history, Brian and Rita. Yeah, Brian dated this 50-year-old cougar, and not only was she into younger men, she was also into dogs. Oh, you horny. Now, in the final episode, we see Brian fall for her after initially trying to hook up with her daughter, which is already insane, but the deleted scenes make it even wilder. When Brian brings Rita home for dinner, the Griffins just roast her age nonstop. Lois asks her when she first had dessert, and Rita goes, 36 years ago. Then Peter's like, how old are you? Boom, 50. And everyone just dogs her for it. Brian storms off, super pissed, but in the original deleted scene, instead of cutting away, he lays into the family. He's like, you people are awful, there's nothing wrong with me dating Rita. And then cutaway gag, Peter blowing into Brian's snout like a balloon, because why not? But here's where it gets nuts. The writers actually made 3 different endings for this storyline. In one alternate ending, instead of just defending Rita, Brian tries to prove how awkward things can get by hosting a penguin from out of town who has no opinions on what to do. It's literally 2 minutes of, we could check out the pier? No? Garment District maybe? Like, who writes this stuff? Oh, and then the darkest deleted ending. Peter compares Brian marrying Rita to the 9/11 terrorists. They even animated a whole cutaway of the terrorists bragging about their plan. Then seeing the towers were already destroyed and going, why does everything bad always happen to me? Yeah, Fox definitely wasn't putting that on TV. So yeah, Brian and Rita's deleted romance is peak Family Guy chaos. Part uncomfortable, part hilarious, and part, no way in hell this was airing on network television. Scene 2, Business Guy chaos. Next up, we've got Business Guy, aka the episode where Peter somehow gets control of Carter Pewterschmidt's company, which, if you've seen literally any Peter storyline, you already know it's going to end in total disaster. Now, the episode we got on TV already has Peter screwing things up in record time, but the deleted scenes, oh, they crank it up. There's this whole bit where Peter fires like everyone, and not just workers, random people too. He even fires Lois. She's like, Peter, you can't fire me, I'm your wife. And Peter just goes, you're not my wife, you're Meg's mom. Savage. And then classic Family Guy cutaway Peter tries to prove he's a serious businessman by hiring a stripper for a corporate meeting. Except the stripper turns out to be Mayor Adam West, who just starts doing his usual nonsense. The gag keeps going until everyone in the boardroom is super uncomfortable, but Peter is eating it up like it's Shark Tank. Another deleted bit. They squeezed in a cameo from House. Yeah, like Hugh Laurie's character. He shows up mid-meeting, does the whole I'm an arrogant doctor shtick, and Peter's like, wrong show, buddy. It's peak early 2000s randomness. But the wildest cut, an alternate ending where instead of Peter totally tanking the company, he actually succeeds by firing Carter and turning the business into, like, an ice cream shop. Which, honestly, feels like something Fox would actually let him do today. Bottom line, Business Guy's deleted scenes just make Peter look even dumber, but also way funnier. Scene 3, Quagmire's Baby Madness. Alright, moving on. Quagmire's Baby. And oh boy, this one is gross. Like Family Guy gross. So, the whole plot is Quagmire suddenly finding out he's a dad, and he has to take care of a baby. Already bad news. But the deleted scenes go harder on how completely unfit he is. First off, there's this gag with a ghost radio. Quagmire's listening to old broadcasts, and they have Ronald Reagan and James Brady riffing. Yeah, it's one of those only Family Guy would think of this jokes that feels kind of wrong, but you laugh anyway. Then we get a diaper-changing cutaway where Quagmire treats it like a hamster cage. He's got like the whole thing lined up with newspaper, like tossing food pellets in there. Absolutely disgusting, but also very on brand. But the one that really kills me, a cut gag where Quagmire thinks about putting the baby up for adoption, and then it turns into a cutaway about how America was adopted, too. They run with this whole joke about naming the country like a baby. What about something cute like Jeff? No, America, that'll work. Like, bro, who comes up with this stuff? And then, to top it off, Quagmire tries to go back to his old life partying, hooking up, but everywhere he goes, he sees babies. Like, the writers actually animated a nightclub scene where the DJ is scratching with a baby bottle, with pure nightmare fuel. So yeah, the deleted material from Quagmire's Baby just makes the episode 10 times grosser, but also way funnier in that, oh god, I shouldn't be laughing at this kind of way. Scene 4, Dial Meg for Murder. Now, let's talk about Dial Meg for Murder, the episode where Meg finally stops being a punching bag and goes full psycho. The final cut already has her dating a convict and going on a crime spree, but the deleted stuff, way darker and way funnier. First up, Peter tries to be a cowboy redneck, roping Meg with a lasso while she's just trying to do her homework. There was also this long deleted girl chat scene where Meg and her friends gossip about Gossip Girl. Yeah, peak 2009 energy. They even animated a whole fake Blair versus Serena argument cutaway and then just tossed it. But the real gem is when Meg's new boyfriend Luke shows up. He's supposed to be this scary ex-con, right? In the deleted version, Peter tries to scare him off by accusing him of pooping his pants. Like, dead serious. Peter's yelling, yeah, this guy crapped himself once, total loser. And Luke just stands there. He's like, I went to prison, dude. And then Joe gets involved. In the version we saw on TV, Joe arrests Luke after a little scuffle. But in the deleted cut, Joe actually beats him down, then does this whole moral speech while Peter keeps interrupting with, but he pooped himself, right? It's the perfect mix of brutal and stupid, which is basically Family Guy's whole brand. Scene 5, Extra Large, Medium, and Dog Gone. Okay, this next one is a 2-for-1 special, Extra Large, Medium, and Dog Gone. And trust me, these episodes had some seriously weird deleted bits. So in Extra Large, Medium, Chris and Stewie get lost in the woods. In the version we saw, they just kind of wander and freak out, but in the deleted gag, they stumble into Winnie the Pooh's house, except Pooh's been mauled to death, like blood everywhere. Stewie just shrugs and goes, I guess Tigger finally snapped. Yeah, that's nightmare fuel. Meanwhile, Peter's pretending to be a psychic in the main plot. The deleted gag there is him telling some guy that he'll be reincarnated as a manhole cover. Cut to the guy's funeral, where his family is just sobbing over a sewer grate. Scene 6, Jerome is the new black and splendid source. Alright, last stop on the deleted scene tour, Jerome is the new black and the splendid source. 2 episodes that already had some questionable moments, but of course, the DVD versions went even further. So, in Jerome is the New Black, there's this whole cut opening where Jerome is filming a jelly commercial. He's just covered in grape jelly, licking it off himself, and then he goes, that's Welch's, baby. It's so random, so gross, and exactly the kind of joke, Fox said, absolutely not, to. Then there's a deleted ghost gag. Peter's jealous that Jerome is hanging around Lois, so he stages a fake haunting to scare him out of the house. Except Jerome just punches the ghost in the face. Peter's like, "Ow, I'm supposed to be Casper." And here's the big one, the alternate KKK scene. Yeah, they actually made Jerome sit down with a group of Klansmen to educate them. He's all calm and rational, trying to explain why racism is wrong, while the Klansmen are just nodding like confused school kids. It's way more tame than the aired version, but also way funnier, because it's played so straight. Now, the splendid source. This one's all about dirty jokes, and the deleted stuff goes full playground mode. There's a whole bit where Peter's explaining the origins of a milk lemonade. You know the rhyme. Yep, they animated that. Fox took one look and was like, "Yeah, we're not doing this." And then brace yourself. There's a gag where Brian tries to roll in Peter's poop. I'm not even joking. He's like, "It's a dominance thing." And Peter's just standing there horrified. Even for Family Guy, that's a lot. So yeah, between Jerome's jelly ad and Brian's bathroom habits, it's not hard to see why these scenes stay buried. And that's it. The wildest, deleted Family Guy scenes they didn't want you to see. From Brian dating a 50-year-old cougar, to Winnie the Pooh getting shredded, to Jerome educating the KKK, these are the jokes that prove Family Guy is just as funny when it's cut as when it airs. Honestly, some of these are better than half the episodes that actually made it to TV, like How Do You Cut a Penguin Awkwardly Planning a Trip? That's comedy gold. But hey, you can only find this stuff on the DVDs, because Disney Plus is way too squeaky clean to stream Peter Griffin rolling in his own crap. Cowards! Anyway, let me know in the old comments which deleted scene you think should have made the final cut, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Because, trust me, if you thought Family Guy deleted scenes were insane, wait until we get into the Simpsons banned episodes.